those in the U.S. illegally an incentive to cooperate. And Bill Melugin is live in L.A. with more. Hi, Bill. Well, breaking right now, the Trump DHS is launching a new self-deportation app for illegal immigrants, giving those in the U.S. illegally an incentive to cooperate. And Bill Melugin is live in L.A. with more. Hi, Bill.
Dana, good morning to you. So this is pretty remarkable. The Trump administration has taken that controversial CBP One cell phone app for migrants that the Biden administration was using, and they've repurposed it into a self-deportation app that is officially launching today. And we're getting an exclusive first look at it. Take a look. The app is now called CBP Home. It allows illegal aliens in the U.S. to register to self-deport. They fill out biographical information, including their countries of citizenship, which country they plan to return to, their alien registration numbers, their contact information, and it allows them to upload photos of themselves to confirm their identity. All of it is then submitted to CBP, and they leave the country. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, why would an illegal immigrant want to self-deport? Well, DHS says if they leave now, they will have the opportunity to return to the U.S. legally in the future and chase the American dream. But if they don't leave, they will be found, arrested, detained, and deported with a permanent ban on entry into the United States. In a statement to Fox News, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem said in part, quote, the Biden administration exploited the CBP One app to allow more than 1 million aliens to illegally enter the United States. With the launching of the CBP Home app, we are restoring integrity to our immigration system. If they don't self-deport, we will find them, deport them, and they will never return. The Biden administration's use of the CBP One app allowed more than 40,000 migrants to come into the U.S. at a port of entry every single month. That totaled nearly 1 million migrants by the end of his presidency. President Trump terminated that app immediately upon taking office, leading to scenes like this, showing migrants dismayed at the border on the day of his inauguration as they learned their CBP One appointments were canceled and were never coming back. And DHS tells me that any migrants who had that CBP One app on their phone will see it automatically update to this new self-deportation app starting today. And DHS can also use the data from the prior CBP One registrations to track migrants for removal. So in a nutshell, Dana, Trump just took Biden's program, which was bringing migrants in, and has now totally repurposed it to get them out. We'll send it back to you.
And I started hearing some radio ads that were mirroring some of the ads from the new secretary on cable. Now they're now on radio, and they're going to be in those countries as well and targeting.
Yep.
Guys, I don't know if you realize it or if you may overlook it, but Donald Trump is not joking when it comes on to deportation of illegal migrants. Yet Donald Trump not joking at all. Guys, there's a updated new app that you can self-deport yourself. I have heard and learned of people who self-deport themselves back to Jamaica. An individual that I know and I respect a very long time, and he self-deport himself back to Jamaica. Now guys, if you notice, Trump administration will go to the farthest, the longest, the hardest depth to deport you out of this country. They're going as far as try to deport people with green card holder. So guys, when I say self-deport yourself now, before they catch you, because they go catch you. Remember, it's 4 years with Donald Trump, and he will catch you. Him, ICE, and his administration, they'll catch you. So now guys, Panama agree with Trump to take the people who want to self-deport themselves. So you can self-deport yourself to Panama. I don't know why Panama take up that responsibility, but they did take up that responsibility. I guess some money must in line with it. I don't believe they go just decided to take these people without gaining something from the Trump administration. Now guys, also there's a trick to it. There is a trick to it, guys. And the trick to it is you can self-deport yourself to Panama. But when you do that, you have 30 days to stay in Panama. Also, you can extend that 30 days to 60 days of you staying in Panama. But after you stay 60 days in Panama, they want you to leave their country. They want you to go back home to your country. After 60 days, you are illegal in their country. Now guys, let me say this. Just sit and think about the United States of people from every single country in this world. Illegal. Yes. The United States of people from every walk of life in this United States, America country that is illegal. Now let's say you come to the US for asylum, seeking asylum. There's war in your country. You cannot make it in your country. There's violence in your country against you, your family, and you come to America to seek asylum. And they decided not to give you asylum. Now you have to go back home. Now they clear a pathway for you to go back home easy. However, let's say you're from China, Pakistan, any of those places. You don't have any money to go back home, but you go self-deport yourself to Panama. When you go in Panama, spend 30 days or 60 days in Panama. After that, you have to find ways to go back home to wherever you're from. You may be from China, you may be from Pakistan, you may be from Pakistan, you may be from Trump is really not joking. Trump administration launched a new app. Yeah, a new app with for self-deport. Yeah, self-deport. Yeah, it is that app, CBP app, CBP One App. Yes, it's the app that you can self-deport yourself. Guys, the Trump administration not joking. And remember, they're aligned with the Panama and guys, let's talk. You come into the US illegally and you did not get the papers that you really need to stay. And you stay, you live, you stay, you live. This administration is going hard. Yeah, this administration is going hard, and this administration is not easing up. And we all have to remember, this 4 years of dealing with Trump and ICE and the deportation, and they're not slowing down at no time. they're not slowing down. So if you sit down and look at it, this is a different route that they're choosing to set up a self-deport app that you can go on, put in your information, and you will leave the country, and there's another country that will take you. The only thing is that country that will take you only go take you for a small time. So you have to find your way back to your original country. So that's what is going on. And this app provide illegal alien in the United States with a straightforward way to declare their intent of depart from the US without being locked up or get in trouble. So this is what I can say from my knowledge. You can leave the US on your own, like go to a consulate if you don't have an active passport visa. You can go to a consulate, the US consulate or the Jamaican consulate or any country that you're from, and they'll help you to send you back to your country. However, listen to what I think. This app, once you put your information in this app, ICE, the border agent, the US Trump administration will have all your information in their possession. So for you to come back in the US legally, I think you go have a problem. That's just my opinion. That's not an opinion of any immigration lawyer. That's just my opinion. That's just how I think of it, and that's how I see it. So in other words is, guys, Trump is not joking. And by saying that and saying this is, these countries is not a country that you can walk to. These countries is very far away from the United States of America. But Trump don't want you here, and he is working with other countries. I think there's 3 countries. I think so. I think there's 3 countries. Right now, Panama is the one that is out front taking all the people that they could take. So guys, remember, this app is an app that Biden used to use to allow people in to the US, and you can take time and get your papers going to gain status in this country. So what the Trump administration do is they change that paper, that app, they change that app around and now turn that app into where you can self-deport yourself. So guys, just to let you know, Trump not joking. Trump is serious, and Trump decided and believe that you should leave the country. Guys, you know, there's one thing I want to say about this app. They're saying in this app you should upload your name, your country of citizen of origin, your pictures, and your alien number. So in other words, they want everything about you in this app. But there's one thing that catch my eye, or my ears. And it's when they say that if you do that, you can gain access back in the country without any pressure. But guys, I don't know if I believe all of that. And I go tell you why. When you put all your information into that system, your information is into that system. So as soon as you try to gain access the legal way to come back in the US, they can see that you was in the United States illegally. Then they have an option to say no or yes. More likely it go be no. So I think it's just a thing that they're telling them to do, which a lot of people going to do. And to be honest with you, I think it's if things not going good for you, I think that's the best way to do. Or I think go to a consulate, go home through that channel, and then so you can gain access to what you have left in this country, in the United States. Because you know, many people have a lot of things in the United States, and if I sketch you, lock you up, they send you back to your country, and God knows how you go able to get what you have in the US. So guys, it is safe. It is very safe for you to self-deport yourself, I believe. Yeah, I believe if you self-deport yourself, it's more of a better way of going back home to your country. So that means it kind of take you out of the detention, because once you go into that detention camp, you have no idea how long you go stay in there. You have no idea what go happen. Right now there is place where ISIS put in people where they put in sign up at the windows asking for help. The inner place waving. They need help, but there's nobody can help you once you go into the ICE detention camp. So guys, if we all sit down and look at it, it is your choice. If you want to take the self-deport through the CBP One App, or you want to go to the consulate and say to them, you want to go home, help me to go back home. Because I think that way is safer. I believe that way is safer, and I believe that way is better for you to go to your consulate, ask them for help, and then they'll send you home rather than using that CBP app. Because that CBP app is all your information go in there, and it go tell them, yes, I'm here illegally and I want to go back home. But the thing is, it's not like they're sending you home to where you're from. That's where the problem is. So guys, to each and everyone who is here in this country illegally, I'm talking to you right now. Sit down, think. ICE, the whole ICE thing is saying that they're going off the illegal immigrants that is here, that is causing problem, violence, rape, and all those things. But that's not how it is. That's not how it is. That's not what's really going on. If you're illegal, you're illegal. They go put you out. So right now, that app, if you realize that app is not for people who is only illegal and have a bad record. That app is for every single person that is here illegally. Not only one. That's for every single person that is here in the United States illegally. So, guys, the only thing you can all do is make up your mind. Think about which one do you really want to do, which one you have to do, and take a stand. Think about your freedom. Think about how do you see. Think about how do you see this and how you think it can help you. And if you think it can help you, if you think this is the way you want to go, because remember, you're going to Panama or some other country, but they're not sending you to your original home. Remember, that's how it's all started out, using plane to transfer you home. But that's when they catch you. That's when you go to the detention camp. That's what they do. But now they're giving you option. The option, to me, is kind of better. But I also think you should go to the council to get a better. Guys, and you know, there is mixed emotion on all of this, because you have to remember that many of these people, family, or many of these people from this country, they all voted for Trump. All of them voted for Trump because they believe what Trump said, he going to save and look out for them. But that's not what really happened. I'm not laughing at no one. I will never laugh at a single person who is being deported. The only thing I am saying is the writing was on the wall. Yes, the writing was on the wall. And sometimes you have to listen. You have to listen. And when you're listening, you have to listen with purpose. Listen with purpose. A person will tell you anything that you want to hear just to get their way, just to get by, just to get to where they want in life. And it's up to you to use your listening ears and listen to what you want to hear or what is out there. Most of these people who can vote, I wouldn't say that all of them vote, because if your name is, if you're illegally, you cannot vote. The only way you vote if you're illegal is if it's some voting scam. But if you vote, people from all these countries who vote are now saying that you regret your vote, you're sorry you vote this way, you're sorry you vote that way. Let me say this to you all. When you cross in the road and you see a car coming, you didn't walk in front of that car. Understandable? Yeah, you didn't walk in front of that car, because if you did, you would get hit by that car and you would be in the hospital. You maybe die. You may be unalive. So you didn't do that. So that simply means you know exactly what you're doing when you vote. So for you to come here now saying you're sorry you vote, you wish you didn't vote, no. It's not good to say that. It make you look not smart, because you knew it, you hear it. It's not like the first time he's saying it. He said it in his first term, and then in his second term, you all expect him to change, which you know he wasn't going to change. So Now you have a Self-Deport app that you can self-deport yourself. Also, guys, what I really want to talk about is the Donald Trump administration is not thinking about how you go reach home. They're not thinking about let's help the asylum seekers. So let's say you come to the US because of war in your country. What Donald Trump administration is doing is telling you they don't care about what war or what country or what is happening in your country. You need to go home. So what they did, they partner up with Panama and other country to send you there. The only thing is those other country says you can come here for 3 or 6 months. 3 or 6 months. And then you got to go. So guys, this new app is up, it's out, it's running, and we don't know where this is going from here, but remember, the Self-Deport app is available, and I don't know, use it if you want, use it if you can, use it if you will, but remember, ICE is going to catch you. If it's not today, it's tomorrow, it's next week. You have 3 here and how much? 3 year and 9 months? No, not 9. 8 months. 3 year and 8 months to figure out what's your plan, what you're going to do. And if you're still here, try and see if you can get your stay. If you can't get your stay, remember, Donald Trump is saying, you got to go. You got to leave. You must leave. You should leave. And that is what he is doing. Guys, I just want to say this to you, and I'm not putting any pressure on you. But if it was me, in some of your situation, I would use the Self-Deport app. Or I would go to a council and say to them, send me home. And the reason why I say that is the DHS, ICE, they will find you. And what she said is that she's asking you to self-deport yourself for your own good. Because she said, if ICE have to come find you, it's not going to be pretty. And that's the main thing about this whole thing. They're giving you options to self-deport yourself. And also in this app, they're asking you if you have enough money. They're asking you if you have a passport. They're asking you a question. I don't know if they go give you money or what they go do, but they're asking question. Guys, I think you should take heed. Listen to what they're saying. And don't make it too hard. I really don't understand Panama taking you and then after 3 months or 6 months you have to leave their country, because if you cannot go back to your country from the US, how you go back to your country from Panama? That's a solid question. I don't have the answer for it. I don't know the answer for it. But guys, there's a warning. It is a warning. Take that warning and run. Run. Be safe. I would go to the council first before I self-deport. That's what I would do. So on the behalf of myself and the team at Rodney's Lifestyle Real Talk TV, have a good day, and I hope everything go well for you. Until then, peace. I'm out. Bye-bye.